April 8th, 2020, I went into surgery to have a brain tumor removed. The tumor was here. Now, I know you can't see it, but there is a slight indentation here, and you can actually feel it. There's a hole in my head that's right about there, and it goes to about maybe here, where the tumor was, where the brain is. So they go into my nose here, they take the tumor out. There won't be any pictures because I'm just not going to post any of that stuff. After waking up from surgery, the surgery was supposed to take like 2 to 3 hours. I think it took like over 4 hours to complete. They ran into some complications, which they won't tell me what the complications were. I remember waking up and everything was different. Like, everything was different. I went into the MRI because they wanted to check to see if they got everything out from the tumor, the brain tumor I had. And the pain was undescribable. Well, after that, they take me back to my room. After recovery, they take me back to the room, and I'm like in and out, in and out, in and out. And the next thing I know it, they fucking drop me. I come that close to hitting the floor. One of the nurses caught me on my right hand side. Someone else caught me on my arm, and they pulled. Well, ever since then, I've been having issues with my arm, my shoulders here. The thing is about when you go into surgery like that, the thing that went into my mind, I'm going to take you back now, because this is story time type of deal. I'm going to take you back now to February-ish when I got a phone call, voicemail. My mom and my doctors were calling me like crazy. Hey, I got in contact with my doctor, and the next thing I know it is, you got a brain tumor, got to get you to the hospital in case you're bleeding. I thought I had my little nervous breakdown, because you're not going to not have a nervous breakdown when they tell you got a brain tumor and it could be bleeding. So what I did was I called the person that I was with that night at the time with my best friend. She asked me, what do you want to do? And I said, we're going to continue the night. We were out that night having a good time. We were watching oh man, it's like a carnival, but it's like a paranormal carnival. It's really cool. This took place in Corpus Christi. So we went to Nico's, we had dinner, and I got my 12-year-old scotch for the first time. Very disappointed in the scotch. It tastes like Crown Royal with water. So either way, that next day I went ahead and I got a brand new bed, which is just a mattress. Because if I'm going to be getting brain surgery, I'm going to be comfortable, right? I go that day, I think I get into the hospital finally about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I kiss my son bye, because I don't know what's going to happen. I got out like about 2 or 3 that morning. They said the tumor wasn't leaking, so you're good. So, okay, February. More tests were done. So they canceled my surgery in March, rescheduled it for April 8th, 2020. So now we fast forward. When I wake up and after they damn near drop me, my little girl's mom's there, and apparently I told them to call her, or she called me asking how it was, if I needed anything, and I thought it was a dream, but next thing I know it, she was there. Her and her husband were there, which I am very grateful to both of them. I think she stood there with me for about 2 or 3 hours and just making sure I was okay. Everybody was worried. especially our little girl. Which I do have a son, he's 23. And then I have my baby girl, she's 13. Yeah, 13 going on 14. Well, she's not my blood, and she does have three brothers, which they're not my blood, but they're my children. I always have and will consider them my kids. So, fast forward, I'm out of the hospital 5 days later. She does pick me up, and her husband drives my vehicle back home. She takes me home, and I'm just in and out in the vehicle. Like, I'm tired, I'm dead. I go to bed for like the next week or so, and my pup died. Like, it killed me. April 20th or 24th, she passed away, and it killed me, my pup. I had her for about 2.5, 3 years, something like that, and it just hurts. You know, it hurts sometimes, and that wasn't even the worst thing that happened. All of a sudden, I started losing strength in my body and my legs. I started losing muscle mass, and I started falling, started hurting myself. The next thing I know it, I go into this state of, I don't even know, massive depression. I lost 3 to 4 chemicals in my head and my body, and it left me thrown on my bed. It left me thrown for almost a year in my bed, just under a year. I lost about 120 some odd pounds, I want to say. My hip, I'm a big guy. You know, before the surgery, I was like at least 350, 360. And I'm not even that weight right now. I gained weight back, but I'm not even that heavy. And so, not being able to walk and having your son having basically to do everything for you, it sucks. I've started PT, and PT has gone good. Sooner or later, I will start walking, and I hopefully will get video of me doing PT. So, hopefully. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end this now, and since this is a confessions of a single father, my confession is it's been hard. I've broken down. I lost myself. Things don't seem the same the way they used to before the surgery. Things are different. I can feel them different in me. I can feel them different, just different, period. And sometimes it hurts, but you have to realize that you can't stop. You have people out there who are depending on you, even if you're in bed, thrown, and can't do nothing. Even if you're homebound, you can't do nothing. So my confession as a single father is that I can't give up, and I won't, because I will be walking again one day. I'll see y'all in the flip.